All right, so here we are at the little cabin off 640 Tata Lane. This road right here is a dead end, so you're basically the last street or the last neighborhood before you go into the Camp Ridge area. So you have Pope Beach, Camp Ridge, Kiva Beach, Baldwin Beach, Fallen Leaf Lake is all kind of in your backyard there. So nice big yard, beautiful little entry here, plenty of space to build a primary residence, or if you wanted to do a garage or something. I would need to call the city on this one to just kind of see how this structure is if it's permitted, or if you could live in it while you build something, or while you do all the planning. You can see next door there's this new build, this massive house. So you definitely have the square footage to build something similar as big. Basically 30% coverage would put you at least a 3,000 square foot base allowable coverage. Okay, so I'm gonna try to walk the property line here, just going by where the mailbox is and the neighbors. It looks like it's kind of right through this path here, right through these trees. Right, I can tell that these two trees that have kind of been topped off will probably need to go at some point. So the rest of them all look pretty healthy, and really you would have none around your building area, which is good for insurance purposes. But yeah, so I guess we'll just kind of walk this together. The cabin does have window covers on. I forget what those are called right now, but anyway, so it's kind of dark in there. The power is not on, but I mean, this is a really nice little deck area. It looks newer, considering this cabin has not been lived in a couple years. An older gentleman does own the property, and he's used it for many years. It was built in 1956. I'm going to assume that that is kind of like a built-in barbecue, wood-burning barbecue area. But neat the way they kind of tiered out these different deck levels. I mean, the exterior looks great. They've recently painted it. Now the roof is shaker, so that's going to be next to impossible to get insurance on. But obviously if you just put a metal or any kind of roofing on that, it wouldn't cost much since it's so little. You have a total of 240 square foot inside. So I'll do my best to get as much light in there as I can, but it's pretty small. So that is what looks to be a queen size bed. You could easily fit a king with some a dresser or something. It's this big old wood chair, a little built-in vanity here. Here's your wood-burning oven, or stovetop, sorry, and probably your heat source. And then you have the built-in old sink there, which is super cool. I mean, old fridge. It definitely needs some love, but it would be a great ADU. And then here's the bathroom. There's the shower you were asking about. It's small. I'm about 6 feet tall, and I would be able to fit in there. But it's all rusted out in the bottom there, so tiny. I mean, it looks like there's been some mice in here eating up all that toilet paper and whatnot, but you've got everything you need is here. That toilet is very small. Looks like it belongs in a elementary school, but you have the space to put everything you need. It's cute. I mean, 240 square foot is not much, but it's a perfect little cabin. I think you could easily live in here. Like the pine siding looks like it's in great shape. There's no issues there. I'm not seeing any signs of water getting in. water damage anywhere, but it is dark. There's also a little crawl space here, which I am not going up there. I don't have a headlamp on, but that would be interesting to see how it's insulated and if there's any issues up there. But all in all, I mean, you'd obviously gut it, but great bones, great bones. Oh, look at, there's a big, well, not big, a little closet right there as well. So super cute. You can kind of see the way this neighborhood is too, where the newer properties are built forward and these older cabins are built at the back of the property line. So there is a lot in between that house, which is this big structure. And then back here, you also have this, which I believe he said was the well. I think that's where the well is. I'll have to get more information on that. But again, it still looks to be in pretty good shape. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. I'll get more information, but you could turn that into a little shed unless it is serving as a well. You have access to city water. There's still electricity, but everything is right there. So you just join onto that now. So yeah, here we can see the property lines. This is the neighboring house who's, you know, they're all the way back here too. So you could build a fence back here too. You can do up to 7 feet in the back. So that would basically take care of all those windows. But you see the lot line right here, that pink ribbon over to that pink ribbon right there. So there's a few more dead trees back here too, which the city will just help you take down, or the fire department. Once they're dead like that, they're more danger than anything. So they'll let you get those down without a permit. But again, nice big lots back here. So it's a bit of a thinner lot, but it is very long. So depending on how you want to use the space, and if you did put up a fence, I mean, it would definitely make it more private. But the way it is now, no one has a fence, so it feels very open back here. But yeah, so that's an idea of the lot. If you did want to move things back, then you'd be dealing with a lot more tree removal. This one, that's a big tree, so you'd have to get a permit. I believe permits are about $150 depending on the width of the tree. Like that little one wouldn't be an issue, but those two I think you need a permit for, and definitely this guy. Some of these little ones though, you could probably get rid of if you didn't need them or you wanted to build there. But it's a huge, huge lot lengthwise, and this cabin is super cute if you could keep it or build onto it somehow. But could definitely be used to stay in while you're coming up with the plans, getting the permits to build the main house, or if you want to do a garage with an ADU, we'd have to kind of talk to the county about what your plans are. Okay, so that's a good look at 640 Tata Lane.